Today's exercise tutorial is the kettlebell cheat curl. So for this exercise, it is a bit of an easier method to help you realize where the rack position is when performing kettlebell movements. So the rack is where the kettlebell is held between the bicep and the forearm in this position here. So here, that's the rack position. So one thing that you will discover and hopefully learn from this video is that when we do kettlebell activities, there is never any bent wrists, okay? So when you have this kettlebell in the rack, your wrist should be completely straight. If it's not completely straight, it's more than likely the kettlebell is in the incorrect position. Second thing you need to be mindful of is this right here, watch. Due to where the kettlebell sits, being on the outside of the forearm, if you do not take your watch off, it will crack the screen. So I always wear a watch, so that comes off. I've got two different kettlebells here, and I'm going to talk you through the lighter bell first. If you've never done kettlebell work before, or if the rack position is new for you, start light. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, if it's easy, fantastic. It's going to mean that you're going to get in the exact same position every time. You're going to build confidence and momentum with that, so when you do transition to a heavier kettlebell, you're going to feel safe and confident doing so. So when we do this, I'm going to get you to stand the kettlebell up. So we use a deadlift type position. You can either do two hands or one, stand it up on the thigh. So for this position, you need to make sure you don't grab through the center. You actually reach as far across the handle as possible until you reach the vertical part of the handle. So you reach across the handle until you reach the corner. From here, we use this free hand, so it is a two-handed exercise, to get underneath the kettlebell, and we flip the bell to the outside, and we lift the thumb underneath the chin like so. So if I turn my palm, I can still wiggle my fingers, my wrist is completely straight, and hopefully you can see that the kettlebell is sitting diagonally across my palm. This is very important. If I grip the bell straight across the palm, my wrist cocks back. If I grab up into the handle, so you think of driving up into the handle like that, it sits there. I could hold this all day. My wrist is completely straight, fingers are loose. So this is the rack position. You're standing nice and tall, thumb is on the midline, so down the center part of the body, and it sits between the bicep and the forearm. And then it comes back to the thigh. So in this position, this is your start position. Your palm faces back against your thigh. We use the free hand with an open palm to scoop, flip the bell to the outside, and put the thumb underneath the chin. Back down. Scoop, flip, loose fingers. Can I hold it there? Okay, so another thing to be mindful of the kettlebell is don't let this ball or the bell travel to the outside. That's how you do a rotator cuff injury. So thumb underneath the chin is a must. And then you change sides. Same thing. Don't grab through the center. Reach across the handle as far as you can before you reach that vertical part of the handle. Free hand scoops, flips to the outside, loosen the grip off, thumb under the chin, and back down. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. So from a side view, I'm in a little bit of a hinge, so I'm not completely upright because I can't reach it then. Hips go back a little bit as I scoop, flip, thumb under the chin. Scoop, flip, thumb under the chin, still wiggling there to make sure it's in the correct position. So that's only 8 kilos, pretty peak kettlebell, 8 kilos. Now if I double that and I go for a 16, this is going to require a bit more effort and emphasis on the upper body, but also the core. We can't have the arms doing everything, and then that bell comes crashing down. So you need to stay braced, you need to stay tight. Scoop, loosen off. So this free hand does not let go of the kettlebell until it is sitting snugly, in that rack position. I can hold it, that's tight. The kettlebell wants to pull me here, so my opposing muscle groups, the obliques and these hip muscles, are working quite hard. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. Palm faces you. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. Same thing, reaching across the handle so you can see the space here. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. So a little bit of anatomy for you. Still sitting diagonally across my palm. There should be no space between this bone here. This is called your ulna. So this is your radius on the thumb side. The ulna is on the pinky side. As this kettlebell sits there, there's no space. Can't get in there. So this is the rack position. The grip is loose, sitting diagonally across the palm, and there's your rack position. I'll do 2 more. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip. Scoop, flip, loosen the grip, and then the kettlebell goes down to the ground. So there you have it, guys. That is the kettlebell cheat curl. Take your time with it. Please start light, master the technique. If it's light, if it's easy, every single one of your reps should look identical. So we shouldn't have, one being, that's absolutely textbook, and then the other one going, kettlebell beating you up, okay? Or the wrist being cocked back, or the kettlebell being pulled to the outside. Every rep should look and feel very similar. Engaged, engaged, standing tall, loose grip. So there it is, guys, the kettlebell cheat curl.